I just got to see your video, and I know that you were responding to Ray Comfort's Hell's Best Kept Secret, but I thought I'd respond to you. First of all, I want to note that I agree with you. It's impossible to prove anything of the metaphysical except to those who are willing to accept its reality. It's that simple. But since you were the one asking for somebody to show proof that couldn't be explained away by cultural experience, I thought that I would make a couple recommendations. First of all, there's two excellent books, both by a fellow named Morris Rawlings. I couldn't think of his name. Anyway, the first one is called Beyond Death's Door, and the second one is To Hell and Back. I will put a link over here on the description, but I just want you to consider reading them and see the evidences that are provided. I don't know the books well enough. I don't have them committed to memory, but I have read both, and I found them to be extremely compelling evidences to support the idea of an supernatural realm in which people do receive reward and punishment after they die. And like I said, it's an excellent book. I recommend reading them, and I will provide a link to them in my description. One of the things you said was that because the guy was able to quote or show everything he saw using his Bible, it must be false. And the assumption there obviously is that because his cultural background showed him what he needs to believe, then his experience was based on cultural beliefs. However, I do have a problem with that argument in that how is it wrong if the Bible is true? And here's what I mean. Although I understand your cultural experience argument, which is why I recommended the two books, Beyond Death's Door and To Hell and Back, both present evidences from people who've never had any cultural experience with the biblical side and still had an experience after death, of which the Bible describes. So, as I said, excellent books, read them, check them out. But if God is true, and He is all-knowing, and everything He says is true, then how is it wrong that His Bible, His Word, should contain the truth? I mean, if somebody experiences a true event, then if it's described in the Bible and they find it, how is it wrong for them to use that to show you, yeah, this is what I experienced, and this is why I believe this now? But that was your argument because he could support himself using the Bible. It was wrong. But I disagree. I think it actually made his argument stronger in that what he experienced was already talked about, was already foretold. But as I said before, you can't convince somebody who doesn't want to be convinced and or isn't willing to accept the truth. So there's no point wasting time arguing, but I did want to point you to those two books and to let you read some new evidence, something you may not have had before. And then again, maybe you'll just disregard them too. I just don't want you to have escaped and then end up in a place that you don't believe in just because you choose not to believe in it because it hasn't been proven to be real. But Okay, well, that's pretty much all I had to say. I just wanted to point you in the direction of two very wonderful books that have very compelling evidences. So, I hope you have a good day. Bye.